Hello everyone, this is Lillian Wang here. Welcome to another daily video of my daily learnings where I'm dedicated to sharing daily values to you and to me, where I'm holding myself accountable to learn something of value every single day and to grow my mind. So let's get on to it. I'm going to share something today that I read from a book. I've talked about this book before. It's called The Magic of Thinking Big. Thank you to my mentor, Miko Lau, for lending this to me. It's by David J. Schwartz. I'd highly recommend it. It's the headline says, "Acquire the secrets of success, achieve everything you've always wanted." This has to do with personal property, financial security, power influence, the ideal job, satisfying relationships, a rewarding and enjoyable life. So basically everything from business and finance to just life in general and happiness. So there's this one chapter that really stuck out to me, which was, "You are what you think you are." So I've known this for quite a while now, but this book really articulates it in details as to what I can do so that I can shape my mind to really think of myself in the ideal version, to think highly of myself. I always believe that we often look at ourselves lesser than what we really are. So I believe that we have the power to create anything we want in this world, and we should really believe in our own potential and our own capabilities. So this book talks about a couple things that we can do as individuals in order to heighten that thinking of ourselves, to go through a process of self-realization, to realize that we really are capable, we are gifted in a way where we can create anything we want, right? So in a nutshell, they said that look important, dress important, which is very contradictory to what I'm wearing right now, which is because I just woke up. But I do know that entrepreneurs who work at home, even if they're just at home, they're not trying to impress anyone, they do fix themselves up very nicely so that they're prepared to work and they feel important while they are working. So this lifts your spirit and also builds your confidence, because the more confident, the higher your spirit is, the better your results and the better your work will be, right? So the next thing is, think your work is important. So even if you're in a subordinate position in any organization, or just a regular member, you don't feel very important, you need to still see the importance of your job, because in any team, every team member counts, every team member contributes to the organization, right? So when you do think that your job is important, you receive mental signals that of how to improve your work. So in job interviews, I think I talked about this before, when there are people interviewing these potential recruits, the number one thing that they actually look for is how important do they think about their current position, their current job. We know that they want to improve, that's why they're applying for a different position. They want a better job, but they still want to see that these people believe that their job, even though it's not the most significant thing in the whole world, they still want to see that they are contributing and that they are trying to constantly do something of value for that position, right? So for recruiters, the people who are interviewing, they want to see that these people know that their job is important, and typically the people who would think of their jobs as important, these are the people that receive promotion and even greater things in their career. These are the people that keep climbing, right? The third thing is, keep giving yourself pep talks. This was a very foreign thing to me. So they had this example where this person was selling himself to himself. Basically, let me go into the book. They had this basically 60-second commercial, and it's Lillian, meet Lillian, a really important person. Lillian, you're a big thinker, so think big. Think big about everything. You've got plenty of ability to do a first-class job. So do a first-class job. Lillian, you believe in happiness, progress, prosperity. So talk only happiness, talk only progress, talk only prosperity. You have lots of drive, Lillian, lots of drive. So put that drive to work. Nothing can stop you, Lillian, nothing. Lillian, you're enthusiastic and you have a heart. Let your enthusiasm and heart show through. You look good, Lillian, and you feel good. Stay that way. Lillian, you were a great fellow yesterday. You're going to be an even greater fellow today. Now go to it, Lillian. Go for it. And I do believe that if I do look in the mirror in the morning and say that to myself out loud, it'll actually give me some boost of confidence while I start my day, because the most important time of the day is literally in the morning when you do start it out. That's why they say that breakfast is so important, because it sets your nutrients for the rest of the day. Same thing with how you feed your mind, right? So they said that you do this once in the morning, in the mirror, in private, saying it out loud, and throughout the day you repeat this mentally in your own head. And the more you do this, the more you will actually feel important and empowered, and you'll do even greater work that day, right? So just be a first-class person. That's what they said, like a sell yourself to yourself commercial. The fourth thing is, in all of life situation, ask yourself, is this the way that an important person thinks? Then you obey that answer. So according to the book, it says it has situations, and it has like stuff where you ask yourself, like, how am I thinking kind of checklist. So for example, in this situation, it would be like, when I worry. And then to ask yourself is, would an important person worry about this? Would the most successful people I know be disturbed by this situation? And another situation would be language and appearance. Do I look like someone who has maximum self-respect, or am I using the language of successful people, right? And then lastly, that's it. That is it. You are what you think you are. So feed your mind with first-class material, because you are actually being influenced by your external factors, especially your environment. When you were born, you're not born with a lack of confidence or low self-esteem or with shyness. When you're born, you don't really know what any of these things are. It's not until your environment influences this that you start becoming that. So why do you start becoming that? Because you start thinking about it, right? You start thinking about what people would judge, what people would think about you, just all these external factors. And I truly believe that if you find security in something that is external, you are toast. The goal is in life to find security in internal sources, situations, and circumstances, which is within ourselves, because we should not rely on other people's attention in order to feel some sort of warmth, because those people might not always be able to provide it, because they have their own lives too, right? So for us, we can always provide it to ourselves as long as we allow ourselves to give it to us. So that's something to keep in mind. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you're new. I hope you enjoyed this personality here. Everything here is unscripted and nothing is fancy as of right now. So, Candid Lillian out.